Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Kalinicki, and we're reviewing Activity 3.4, and this is our mini review. So let's do some multiplying and dividing of integers to get us ready for solving one-step equations using multiplication and division. Alright, remember our rules for multiplying and dividing. If I have the same signs, just like we use same signs add, same signs are going to tell me that my answer is going to be positive. Add. Different signs are going to tell you that your answer is negative, right? Subtraction. Different signs subtract, same signs add. But except we're using these signs as just positive and negative. And again, this rule for different signs, take the sign of the higher number, that does not apply here. If the signs are different, your answer will be negative, no matter what. Alright, here we go. Negative 21 times 8. Again, on the side, you're just going to have to multiply 21 times 8. And once you get that answer, then you're going to decide if it's positive or negative based on the signs and based on our rules up here. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. My final answer will be 168, and it will be negative because I have different signs. Final answer, negative 168. Next one is 18 times 12. I got a negative 18 and a negative 12. That doesn't matter right now. I'm just going to multiply 18 times 12. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 more is 3. Bring down a 0. If you don't remember why, watch my other video on multiplying multi-digit numbers. 1 times 8, that's 8. And 1 times 1, that's 1. Add up my numbers. 6, 11, and 2. A negative times a negative, same signs. My answer will be positive. Positive 216. And my last guy over here, 5 times negative 13. So I'm going to multiply 13 times 5. I always like to multiply the larger number on top and the smaller number on the bottom. That's just my preference. 5 times 3, that's 15. 5 times 1, that's 5. And 1 more makes 6. So my answer is going to be 65, and it's going to be negative because these are different signs, negative. Negative 65. Okay, on to dividing. I'm going to erase a little bit of this so I have some more room over here. Alright, here we go. Division. 96 divided by 3. I might need to do some long division here to help me. 3 goes into 9 exactly 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 0, subtract, bring down the 6. 3 goes into 6 exactly 2 times. 6, and I get 0. So my answer is 32, and again, looking at my rules to figure out what sign it is, these are different signs, so my answer will be negative. Negative 32. Alright, moving over. 108 divided by 12. Unfortunately, the long division will not help me in any way, so I have to take some guesses. Well, 12 times 10 is 120, so I'm going to guess 9. And actually, that works out exactly right. It is 108. But I would have to have known that ahead of time, or have done some math on the side by doing some tests, 12 times 9, 12 times 8, to see which one gets close to 108. So the answer is 9. The question is it negative or positive? Check out those signs. Same signs or different signs? Yep, these guys are different. So my answer will be negative 9. And finally, the last one. Negative 128 divided by a negative 8. Okay? If I'm long dividing by 8, 8 can't go into 1, but it can go into 12 only one time. 1 times 8 is 8. I subtract. I get 4. I bring down the 8. 8 goes into 48 exactly 6 times. And I would subtract and get 0. My answer is going to be 16. Because these signs are the same, my answer will be positive 16. Alright, moving on to some solving of equations. This exit ticket says to solve 2 different equations. X over 2 equals negative 14, and 2x equals negative 14. So let's start off with this one. I'm going to drop my line down on my equal sign. This problem involves dividing. In order to get rid of dividing, I need to multiply. So I'm going to multiply, but whatever I'm dividing by. Here I'm dividing the number that I don't know by 2. So in order to get rid of that, I'm going to have to multiply each side by 2. Multiply this side by 2, and multiply this side by 2. A little messy. Sorry, I should have rewritten. A multiplying by 2 and a dividing by 2 will cancel out, because if I multiplied straight across, I would have 2 over 2. And we all know that equals 1. So these guys will cross out, and I'll be just left with x. X equals negative 14 times 2. Again, on my side, negative 14 times 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. And different signs subtract. So my final answer will be x is negative 28. I'm going to rewrite this one over here. 2x equals negative 14. Alright, again, I'm going to drop my line down my equal sign. This problem represents a 2 with a variable next to it, represents multiplying. So if this is a multiplying problem, in order to undo multiplying, I have to do its inverse, which is divide. I have to divide by whatever I'm multiplying by to get the variable isolated. So I'm going to divide both sides by, 2. I'm going to divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 cancels out to a 1. And I get x equals. What is 14 divided by 2? 2 times what gets you 14? You're right, 7. Different signs, so my answer is negative 7. So 2 solutions, x equals negative 28, x equals negative 7. Thanks again for practicing, and have a great day.